Go.
Hi everyone. Today I'm going to do my demonstration speech over making homemade salsa. And I used to think that making salsa was like really hard and it just sounded like it was tedious and not something that was something I could do like every day or very often. So I found a recipe through a friend that I love, and it's really easy to make and it's really fast. We make it all the time, multiple times a week. Every time I come home from school, they ask me to make it, and you can make it in like less than 5 minutes, which is what I'm going to do right now. So the first thing I do is gather all my supplies, and usually I have my sisters help me, so I don't have to do it all myself, so I don't forget anything. And I like to use the food processor because then I don't have to spend so much time chopping and making sure everything's really fine. So the first thing that I do is get my can of tomatoes and a can opener. And the really great thing about this recipe is that you can use fresh ingredients. Like, I like to use canned tomatoes because they're really fast and they're always there. They're not seasonal. I can make this in the winter. But if you wanted it to be really fresh, you could use fresh tomatoes. So I just dump that juice and all right into the food processor. And then I have a yellow onion right here. And I usually just peel off the skin on the outside. And the recipe says to use 3 tablespoons of chopped onion, but I've made this so many times that I don't really measure it anymore. I just kind of throw it all in there. So I just take 2 pieces about this size and drop them straight in. And then my favorite part is the cilantro. And I usually, the recipe says to chop it, but I just rip it off and throw stems and everything right into, oh, not that one, but these just right into the food processor. And then garlic, you can use fresh garlic, but I just like to use the jar stuff. It's already minced, and I use about a teaspoon of that, and a pinch of salt, about a teaspoon of cumin, and about half a tablespoon of sugar. And if I have lime juice, I squirt a little bit in. And then I like it spicy, so I like to put a lot of jalapenos in. But sometimes not everybody does, so you can kind of customize the recipe to whatever you guys like. So that's the other good thing about this recipe. If you want to go organic, you can use all organic fresh food, and you can customize it to make it really mild or really spicy. And it's kind of more the consistency of salsa from a restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant. It's a little more smooth and a little bit more watery than something in a jar. So that's why I like it. And then I just pulse first. And then you can also just pulse longer if you like it more chunky or less chunky. But that's all. And then you're done, and it's ready to eat.